Hey, welcome back to the garage. It's been about a month since I posted a video, maybe a little over. Anyway, I've been doing stuff. I've got so much video and pictures and everything else, I'm not sure what to do with all of it. The focus on this video today will be the cowl section of the 66 Mustang. So the cowl is in fairly decent shape itself as far as the rust situation. The flanges on each end were pretty rusted out and I needed to make new flanges for that. The inside of the cowl was in good shape, and I'm trying to figure out how in the heck am I going to get in there and sand that and get it cleaned up and at least get some primer on it for now to keep it from rusting anymore. So I'll show you that in this video, how a tool I came up with to clean that out and how I got in there to clean it out. And I'm also going to give a shout out to the Eastwood company. They've been bugging me on Facebook with ads for a long time now, and I thought they were kind of expensive, but the more I'm starting to look at them, they've got a lot of good products, and one of them I've been interested in for quite some time is their internal frame coating. It comes with a 2-foot wand, and you stick it in a frame hole and you pull the trigger and it puts paint in there. So I thought, well, that may be the solution to get the inside of this cowl primed. So I'm going to give a free product placement to Eastwood company. So far I've opened the box. It looks pretty cool. We'll see how it'll work. And then I went ahead and cut a section of this cowl out. And the reason why I cut that section out is I wanted to see in there and see what the heck's going on and make sure I didn't have some major rust holes developing. So anyway, that's what I did. Now, the problem I need to address while I got this apart is the cowl intake here, that area there. So you see I've been doing some stuff in there. I want to show you how I got in there and done that. Okay, so this is what I came up with. I had one of these bad boys. I got this at my local Ace Hardware. Okay, so I'm looking at it. I said, man, that ought to fit up inside that cowl area. And I looked at it and I said, well, it's got a 1/4-inch shaft on it. I said, well, order me a drill bit extender and I'll go on it. And I'm in a hurry and I didn't want to wait for a drill bit extender. So I had a piece of, I think it's 5/16 steel tubings. Right? You know, I'd cut it with tubing cutter, so I used a 1/4-inch bit and drilled it all the way in there and got it opened up. Then I took and slid my sander on there. Then I took and chucked it up in the vise and I drilled, I think that's a 3/16 hole. Okay, it's a little finicky. I'm still working on the patent, guys, so I'll get you a patent number when I'm done. Put the rod on. And then I put the pin in. So I got the rod on. I just kind of finesse it up in there. There you go. Now I get my drill. Put it on. And get after it. That's about two batteries, two fully charged batteries to get it that clean. Okay, the previous clip is after about an hour of sanding inside there and got it cleaned up. When I was done, I just took a air gun and blew everything out. Used a shop vac to kind of help control the dust, but cleaned up pretty good. Right. I've already opened the other box and kind of got it set up. So I just kind of want to show you how this comes. Here's the tube that goes on it. It comes with the spray cap and the little brass spray nozzle on the end of that. One thing I'm doing right now is, since this has been coiled up for Lord knows how long it has been, it's like that. So I've got one over on the side there, and I've got this part clamped to a light post, and I got some weight on the end of it trying to get this tube stretched out and get the curls out of it. So that's what it does to you if you just take it out of the box. So I think a little heat, put a little weight on it, and that'll straighten that out. Can itself just comes like a regular can of spray paint. Just got a spray nozzle on the end of it. These are the male type, so they're recessed in there, and you just pull the cap off, or the spray tip off, and you put the new spray tip on, and away you go. So anyway, I'm going to get set up on the cowl, and we're going to give it a shot and see how it works. Spent a lot of time on this. This is the best I could get. I'm sure for a frame application it'd probably be all right, but for what I'm trying to do, I'm not sure. So what I might do is just continue to work with it here, pulling on it, working it, kind of getting it, pulling it, stretching it, and taking my thumb and my two fingers and just kind of putting an arc in it and straightening it out. And it seems to be getting a little bit better. So that's not too bad there. So it tells you to shake it for at least a minute, and then occasionally during use. So I think that pretty well applies to any spray paint. So I'm going to spray a little bit here, just to kind of get a feel for how much is going to do it. So that's not too bad. I'll change this nozzle out. Put the new one on. Okay. I'm just going to spray a little bit here to see how it goes. So yeah, okay. So let's start back here. Let's see where you guys can see me. Keeps on giving. All right, so I'm just kind of rocking it back and forth as I pull it out. One more hole here. take it. You see the vapors coming out over there. Woo. Seemed to start spraying harder. Not sure what's going on with it, but it sprayed harder about halfway through this. So I'm not sure why it did that. So this is the antenna hole. Go in here with the antenna hole. Yeah, it's spraying a lot harder now for some reason. Trying to get on the back side of this fresh air intake here. That's pretty cool. Okay, probably sprayed way too much. So this is my xylene I keep ready. Kind of clean the tip here and figure out how I'm going to get this in here. Oh yeah, just put a blowgun on it after you clean your tip, and it'll blow that clean out of there. So there we go. So I should be able to reuse that. All right, so here's the paint inside the cowl there, and I grossly over applied the paint. So I got to get that out of there. I'll get a blowgun and blow it back to the other side and see if I can keep that from ponding up inside there. All right, that's a little better. What I did is I took I don't want to do it now, my air compressor will come on or whatever, but I just took my blowgun and just real gently started down here and started blowing that paint back towards the fresh air intake and got rid of them ponds. So that ought to help me a lot. Now I think what I may have to do, we'll see how it dries, but I may need to sand that and just spray it from the outside. But I mean, for not a lot of people are going to be looking in there, and I know I got a good coating in there, so we'll see how it sets up and go from there. But I'll show you how much I got in there. A little bit goes a long ways, guys. So I blew everything down this way, and it ponded down here pretty good. So I'm gonna get a rag and wipe that up. Well, I got it shot, and as you've seen previously, I got way too much in there. So it was kind of weird that when I was shooting it, it didn't seem like it was coming out real fast, and then boom, it just started coming. And anyway, I got way too much product in there, got that taken care of. The one thing I got going for me is that tool. So what I can do now is I'll put this back together. I'll weld this little corner back onto the cowl, get this side done, and I've got to do the same thing on the other side. So I got to cut a section of that cowl out to change the flange out. And what I'll do is when I get that opened up, I'll run my sanding tool in there and shoot it again. It's no big deal. I know how much I need to put in there now. So as far as rating on this product, I'm going to give it an A+, man. It worked great. I just had to learn how to use it. So it cost me, $10. So I'll buy another can. Actually, I do have another can. I'll reshoot it when we start working on the other side, and I'll throw that in that video just to show you how well it worked. That'll probably be a few months from now, but the way things are going. Anyway, hey, appreciate you guys watching. If you like my videos, hit that like button, and I'm always looking for new subscribers, and we'll keep plugging away on the Mustang and the 48 and everything else we got going on here. And see you in about a month. Thanks.